we begin this hour with the second Niger Bridge opening, which is said to have now been temporarily opened to traffic. And Sunday Emem, the first person to officially drive through the bridge, which opened to vehicular movement at about 9:50 a.m. today. This opening is coming hours earlier as against the initial midnight opening announced on Wednesday by the Minister of Works, Babatunde Fashola, while inaugurating the bridge for use for 1 month during the Yuletide. Mr. Fashola, after its inspection, advised road users plying it to drive safely and responsibly in order not to defeat the purpose of the construction.
I feel so happy. At least to reduce the hold up. We've stayed over 1 hour at the other bridge. Over 1 hour.
Yes, they get them.
All right, do you think this will be a good relief for commuters, especially?
Of course, yes.
It's going to bring the town closer. It's just like merging southeast, just like merging Delta, with Anambra and even with Imo. If I'm traveling to Owerri, it's going to take me less than 40 minutes because from here to Obosi and from Obosi to Owerri is about 30 kilometers or 33 kilometers. So it's going to increase the commercial activity. It's going to make life easy for a lot of us, and there will be further development. So I think it's a welcome development.
Our Delta State correspondent, Iken Mechi, was earlier at the bridge and now joins me on the news to give us the very latest. Iken, talk to us about the activities on the bridge. What is the traffic situation as the second Niger Bridge opens?
Well, it's been a very hectic day for me, actually going there early morning in anticipation that the bridge would have been open by the time I got there around 7 and 8 a.m., 7 to 8 a.m. Of course, we went through the Onitsha Asaba Expressway, which is what the road that leads to the old Niger Bridge. But close to the old Niger Bridge, we are off through a bypass to the new Niger Bridge. And situation at the old Niger Bridge, of course, the gridlock is building up because we are entering into the deep of the festive period where you will have people in the past or last year sleep on the bridgehead because of the gridlock that they experienced at this time. Of course, with the new Niger Bridge being open at about 9:50 a.m. this morning, it's a sigh of relief for those, especially those going to Owerri and Port Harcourt through Onitsha, because it has been open and they can now have a free access way. I mean, they have cost about 2 hours of your journey time because of the second Niger Bridge, but it's still a work in progress, still a temporary measure to solving the gridlock situation at the bridgehead, because the long-term solution is when the new Niger Bridge is open and they access the road that leads that will connect it directly from Ibuzo to the bridge through to Obosi and Anambra is true, and then people can actually access it without actually going through the old Niger Bridge or the Onitsha Bini Expressway, which is still a problem to commuters and motorists using that bridge.
Residents are excited about this new Niger Bridge, making use of that route. That's what you're saying.
Of course, they are excited, and I'm saying that it's a temporary measure by the ministry or the Minister of the Works to actually ease the tension, because you still have to go close to the Niger Bridge before taking the bypass that leads to this new Niger Bridge. So the traffic leading to the old Niger Bridge before you veer off to the bypass is still there. So it's a problem that has to be solved by when the new Niger Bridge, the road that access the new Niger Bridge is open and is independent of this the Onitsha Bini Expressway, which leads to the old Niger Bridge. So that's why they hit a sign of relief in the sense that people accessing it will, after getting to close to the old Niger Bridge, and veer off through the bypass and access the Niger Bridge, the new Niger Bridge especially those going to Owerri, those going to Port Harcourt, but those going to Enugu or to Awka, the Anambra State will still have to use the old Niger Bridge. And of course, the new Niger Bridge is limited to just some vehicles. No articulated vehicles can pass there at the moment.
So the government had said that the opening would be in phases. So when is the next phase likely to take place?
Particular temporary opening will last for a period of 1 month, which is the peak time for a traffic gridlock at this because of the festive period. So it will last from now to January the 15th, when definitely the peak period has actually reduced. And of course, they are working towards ensuring that they have other access roads that are supposed to connect to the bridge done. And I think by April, the minister actually said the bridge will be open for use, and of course with the access road, and it will be independent of this particular Benin Onitsha Expressway. And of course, we spoke to the minister yesterday, and
Right. Finally, before we bring that your report on where you spoke with the minister, what's your assessment of the work done on the bridge? What is left? What have you seen is left to be done?
well, the minister spoke about a lot of things that are needed to be done, and some of the things that caused delay. Probably the flood actually caused some delay. The flood that ravaged both the Anambra State and Delta State caused some delay in delivering some of the roads access to the road. And of course, the minister expressed confidence that by January, before the end of this administration, the bridge will be commissioned and to open for use. And of course, he spoke a lot about other things concerning the bridge. And when we did the report yesterday was on air, and we had it yesterday on air. So let's take a listen to what he said.
The traffic experienced by motorists on the old Niger Bridge is building as we approach the peak of the festive period. Now, travelers going to the eastern part of the country through Onitsha will soon heave a sigh of relief as the Minister of Works inspects the 1.6-kilometer second Niger Bridge. He is briefed on the progress of work done by the Federal Controller of Works, who conveys the good news of its opening.
From 15th of December, we go open this road for traffic. For people who want travel for Christmas, they go fit pass here and use the road. But what thing we do be say, now only small vehicles, now you go fit pass here. We don't want big trailer, we don't want big lorry or tipper. The reason we say the road na service road, and they get plenty bend.
Personnel of the Federal Road Safety Corps also pledged to man the road to direct traffic to ensure compliance.
We have enough personnel that are going to be deployed as early as 6 a.m. We want the traffic to meet them, not them meeting the traffic.
The minister then took a ride across the new bridge conceived long ago to address the gridlock associated with the Christmas period.
It's not a bridge to grandstand. It's a bridge about human beings, about lives. And so we thought, if it is motorable, let us open it. For the period it was meant and conceived for, and beyond that period, so that people can begin to feel that relief. And we can begin to then see the impact on poverty in terms of time spent just trying to cross the river. Of course, it has addressed the monetary side of the poverty equation. But let us be clear. This is a temporary opening to achieve the purpose of relieving that pain and that inconvenience. And we would like your feedback if you get the opportunity to use it, so that we know how best to make it better for you, because it's all about service for us.
Commuters and motorists see the opening as a good Christmas gift, as for the first time, no one will sleep on the Niger Bridge. Ikenna Amechi, TVC News, Asaba.